Nobody to congratulate today because it was a draw. I wanted to go to Brandon first. You pick up a point, you stop them from scoring. Thoughts on the game?
I don't understand why everyone's crying, Tel, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'm pleased with the draw. I'm pleased with the draw. People are going to say, oh, you sound like a loser. At the end of the day, we've took 4 points off City this season. We've took 4 points off Liverpool this season. They're our main title rivals, and we've took 4 points off of both of them. Now, it may end up not being enough for us to win the league, but then it may well do. And at the end of the day, when you look at it in the cold light of day, we haven't won at the Etihad since 2015. We haven't won at Anfield for God knows how long. So it was never going to be a case of Arsenal just go to the Etihad, beat Man City 2 or 3-0. It was never going to happen. Never going to be that. And I've got to praise Mikel Arteta because the one thing that I get on his case for is learning lessons. And he clearly learnt from last season. Yeah. Everybody expected Arsenal to go to the Etihad today and open up. Let's be honest. Yeah. Last season we did that and we was flying high at the top of the league. We were slapping everybody about. We went to the Etihad. We tried to do the same thing and we got slapped. Yeah. We got absolutely wrapped up 4-1, and that was the end of our title race. So the fact that we went there today, a bit more pragmatic. Yeah. People will sit there and say we parked the bus, whatever. Right? How many chances did City create? 1? Yeah? Maybe Ake should, or probably did have the best chance of the game and he should have scored. But apart from that one chance that City created, what did they do? Nothing. And if anything, we had the better chances. And I think Mikel Arteta put us in a great position to actually win the game, even though it don't look like that when you're actually watching the game, right? Because we did create the better chances. Gabriel Jesus proved today exactly why he will never, ever be a 20-goal-a-season striker. Yeah, 3 chances. Okay, they're not clear-cut chances, but, too many touches in and around the area when he should be shooting. Trossard, should be squaring that ball to Gabriel Martinelli. If that happens, maybe we're talking about Arsenal coming away with 3 points today. But then again, on the other hand, if Ake scores, maybe we're talking about a different situation. But, you look at it in the cold light of day, that's 2 teams that play similar way, that cancelled each other out today. That's 2 top teams that, are going to be very, very difficult to beat. We knew this going into into this game. Arsenal's defence has been brilliant this season. Nobody can argue against that. Gabriel and Saliba again proved today that, doesn't matter if you're Erling Haaland, we'll have you in our pocket, sunshine. And at the end of the day, it was our 2 individuals that kind of let us down a little bit. But look, we take the point. We take the point all day long. And I think the reason why people are complaining is because it's a little bit of an anticlimax to a game that was hyped up for the last 2 weeks to be, this potential title decider, etc. And it may well end up being that. But Liverpool won the weekend. They've won the battle. They haven't won the war by any stretch of the imagination. All 3 teams, are still within 2 to 3 points of each other. It's going to go to the wire. So, I take the draw. Etihad, I take the draw.
And I get that. And the thing for me is as well, I thought there'd be more counter opportunities for Arsenal. But I think that was partly down to City themselves weren't overly attacking and leaving those spaces because they didn't want to lose. And it almost became a situation of both teams being a little bit conservative. You put that together and it just stopped maybe some of the attacks that we all expected to be in this game. City, to me, for the home team, looked petrified of losing because I think they knew if they lost, they're going to be 4 points behind.
Terry, don't start that. Terry, don't start that.
You did look petrified.
Can I ask something, Terry, before we go on?
It took 1 second, Tel, yeah? It took 1 second, Tel, and then they jumped out their cage, bro. Hold on a minute.
Can I ask something, Terry, though? I want to ask something. Dio, where's your 3-1?
Where's your victory?
Hang on, guys. What we're gonna do is we'll come to that in a moment because that's again, you City fans are great at that, deflecting from the point we were on, and that's the.
Thank you.
You looked fearful of overly committing to your attacks. There was normally 2 or 3 more players in your attacks. You were a little bit more adventurous when you brought on Doku and Grealish, but they were both absolutely trash when they came on. but you didn't overcommit because it wasn't those breakaway opportunities for your opponents. And I think that you've seen City when you played United, when you played Copenhagen and multiple other teams, that they broke away against you a lot. You don't respect us, though, in the same way you respect Arsenal. There is a fear factor because you know how good Arsenal are. Therefore, you didn't commit as many players forward.
Oh, God.
Arsenal set up to counter-attack you today. But it was, listen, they didn't do a great job doing it. But it was harder to counter-attack. Partly their mistake. I don't think they had enough pace on the pitch. I've said that. The other element is you always had a number of players back because you didn't want to overcommit. I don't see what I'm saying here that's wrong.
But that was the same for the other team. Terry, I was watching your intro, and I know that you like cheering for Arsenal.
Show your face. Show your face. Show your face.
Leave him on that.
I'm in bed now. That's why I told Terry already from the beginning that I'm going to be in bed.
Sorry, brother.
But I'm going to show up. Yeah, but you know what? Let's be honest. Let's watch the game for what it is. Both sides just came to play safe football. They came to play football to say whoever makes a mistake, we take advantage of it. I didn't see any team, I'm being honest, I didn't see any of the both teams trying to take the game to the other side. To be honest with you, De Bruyne today, I think he wasn't fit. He didn't look fit at all, so I don't even know why he was left on the pitch, but obviously it's De Bruyne. Looking at Arsenal, you can say the same thing as you say about Haaland. I didn't see Kai Havertz do anything good today. I didn't see Foden do anything good today. I didn't see Saka do anything to Vardy or Josko Vardy today. So what I can say today as a City fan, the game wasn't entertaining for me. Nor was the game exciting, and no one took charge of the game, let's be honest. Nobody did. Nobody wanted to go with the killer punch. They were all waiting for mistakes. That's all I can say.
Patty, I agree with you. Arsenal definitely came there to be pragmatic and counter. But like I said, you guys were also fearful of losing. You didn't try and you've said what I've said, but you've just changed the word from fear to not wanting to make mistakes. But we all know they mean exactly the same thing.
But you said on the City, but you were pointing at City.
No. I've been on live for 42 minutes. I have turned around and said that Arsenal knew if they went there and opened up and attacked, there was a big chance they were going to lose. So they went to play on the counter. So I said exactly the same thing. I've also criticized individual players in the Arsenal team today, Saka being one of them.
You said because he was injured and he limped out.
Yes,
that's what you said.
Hang on. I've also criticised Kai Havertz today. I said that he wasn't up to standards either. Gabriel Jesus as well. I also criticised the fact that the manager of Arsenal did not have enough pace in his team and didn't bring on the subs early enough. So I haven't sat here and just criticised Manchester City and not criticised Arsenal. That's very disingenuous.
No, I was here for 42 minutes, Terry, and I like.
Then you must have heard me say it.
I was here with you, Terry, and you said, "Oh, the reason why Saka wasn't playing, maybe it's because it's the injury." Then you said Foden was none-seen, but you never threw anything in there or any caveat. Look, at the end of the day, Terry,
there isn't a caveat there, Patrick. Have we not seen Saka get taken off injured 3 or 4 times in the last few months?
No, really. To be honest with you, not really.
We have seen that. We've seen that. My point is, I think he's injured.
Can we not just admit that he was pocketed the same way Haaland was pocketed today?
You can do, but I'm talking about Saka from the perspective of I don't think it's a case like Foden that will bounce back next week and be brilliant. I think Saka's going to continue struggling if he's injured. It's a very separate talking point. It's not just about having a bit of banter by saying he was pocketed.
Or is it fatigue?
No, I don't think it's fatigue. I think he's got an injury. Every time he comes off, something about him don't look right. And that's me being honest with you. By the way, I agree with you on KDB. I think KDB looked a little bit leggy today as well. So, yeah, I hear where you're coming from on that. I want to go to Dio here. Obviously, you predicted a 3-1 victory.
Yep.
Didn't quite go the way you expected, but are you proud of that Arsenal performance today? It's getting a lot of criticism online. Did you appreciate what Arteta did and why he went about it in the way in which he did?
I'll be honest with you, man. I really wanted that victory, but of course, I'll take a tie. And what Arteta did today, kudos to him. I mean, he's learned from last season. That's the first thing. Secondly, something else that I can easily say is, City, hold that. We've taken 4 of the 6 points available this season from you. Hold that first. I'm not playing you again in the league this season. I might meet you somewhere else. But for this season, I've taken 4 of the 6 available points, right? Liverpool, same thing. That's a team that wants to win. Arteta has set up Arsenal as a team that wants to win. You can banter all you want. You can say all you want. You can come here and call whatever. The bottom line is you didn't beat us. Because when Diego Simeone plays a low block on a defensive game, you call it a masterclass, right? When Porto comes and plays a defensive game, you all call it a masterclass. But when Arteta employs the same tactics and parks the bus, oh, there's crap.
Oh, so he
play.
parked the bus. So you're
Yeah.
admitting he parked the bus.
Why not? Look, I don't.
So where's
listen,
the 3-1 dial?
Hold on, Patrick. All your noise, right? Treble winners. We are the greatest. We're going to smash you when you come to the Etihad. You beat me every year at the Etihad. This year you didn't. I didn't lose.
First draw for Arsenal at the Etihad.
Yeah, I didn't. 2016. I did not lose, by the way.
Can I
But you
also
told us
say as
3-1.
well,
You told
Patrick,
us 3-1.
By the way, I did not lose.
Patrick, can I
Well,
also say as
so
well, before you
he did-
start showing a bit of chest and whatever, right? You haven't beaten a top 6 side this season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say about Arsenal as well. Look, we know City is still the best team in the world overall. I don't think anybody's going to deny that. But Arsenal getting the draw here and not giving you a chance, and Arsenal beating you at the Etihad, I think it shows so much development in Arsenal. On top of it showing development in Arsenal, when you think about the Champions League, and I know it's a different competition, but the idea of Arsenal get Man City in the Champions League, I think this also gives them confidence that over 2 legs, they could also beat them. Doesn't mean they will. City is still the better side. They will still be the favourites for it. But I think today does more for Arsenal in terms of their growth and progression than it does for Manchester City. And it also keeps them and Liverpool ahead of them like that.